Okay, here's funny for you. Anyway, aho matakiasan. Namaste, salvi merahstar. Silk, no, Osio, all my relatives. All right, you just can't make this shit up, right? Well, you can try. Anyway, so I'd been hearing preparedness, 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 preparedness. Not fear. Don't go to the fear place. Though, some of that's been a little bit of my rumbles, you know, my little volcanic explosions, you could say, over the course of the past couple weeks. But moving right through that, that's this White Panther, you know. Keep moving, one step in front of the other. Purify that courage and strength. We are stronger and more courageous than we imagine ourselves to be 90% of the time. Flip that over there, I didn't notice that. Anyway, so it had been kind of coming to me, preparedness, you know, and I've been doing that. I've got my solar panels, I've got my regular map. You know, I have this e-bike, a trailer. I can't figure out how to hook her up yet, but I'm working on that, you know, and all of these items. And it's like, no, go ahead and get it, do this, you know. It's almost as if it's being given and gifted to me. And one of the things was making sure I was stocked up on my protein, my little, I call it my Tony Two Cat shake, with the protein meal. It's a whole meal, it's a full meal replacement, and of course it's a powder, and you add water. I add turmeric and cinnamon and a little bit of honey, different things into it, but make sure I was stocked up on that. Make sure you're stocked up on these little bite bars. Make sure you're stocked up on your peanut butter. Make sure you're stocked up on this and that. Make sure you've got cash. Okay, we don't think about having actual cash, right? And when I was traveling, I purposely did not carry cash, because it's like, you know, it was the nonprofit's money, it was the ministry's money, and I documented every single penny. And because I was traveling on my own, fueling up, I wanted to make sure, hey, you know, if I go up missing from this destination to wherever I was supposed to end up, you at least have you at least have me documented. I filled up here and I was headed in this particular direction. Go that way to find me if you really need to. If nothing else, at least get my dog and take care of him. And that's always been my thing. And so now it's, oh no, make sure you have cash. Have at least this amount of money set aside and stuffed in little places, and know where those places are, obviously. Write them down if you need to, or make a jot, or take a picture or something. But have cash. And I always, and so always make sure you have cash. Well, my little chip card has been failing. And it's like, oh, no, I got money in there. First it was like, oh, it's our machine. And I would go, you know, to Albertsons and get something, bottle of water or something, and then pull out the cash and walk back over there and pay cash. And it's like, And I'd been getting this little internal nudge, you know, maybe you need to get a replacement card. And, you know, that is so much hassle with all the stuff that we do today. And I'm like, yeah, I hear you, I hear you, I hear you. And I'm thinking, no, it's the machines. I've never had a card fail before. Never had a card fail before. And so, especially with this particular credit union that I use. Anyway, keeps failing. Now I can't even pull cash out of the ATM. I couldn't get a bottle of water last night. I'm like, are you kidding me? Well, I was very, very grateful that I had listened to my intuition and started pulling small amounts of cash out that I possibly can, while still taking care of everything. It's when you're on a set income, but I'm grateful for my income that I have now. I'm so grateful. So grateful. But pulling out cash and putting it different places, and I refuse to put my card number into very many sites because, well, it's just been a practice of mine. I do certain things, and if there's anything oddball, right, Pat, my credit union, they are on it. Pew! They are on it. They shut me off once when I was in India, and I'm like, oh no. But I had failed to mention to them, that I was going to India. So the communication with your people is very priceless. So anyway, I'm like, are you kidding me? So I made the call this morning. What is going on? And they're like, oh, we had a bad batch of cards and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm going, well, y'all got me in a predicament here right now. So get that card out as soon as possible. It's going to take 7 to 10 days. Really? Anyway, that's what they say. And yet I'm very, very grateful that I listened to my intuition and did stock up and do this and do that and do this and do that, because, and this is like a little reminder kind of, and I'm kind of feeling like this and I'm not being arrogant. I am just claiming my gifts. And this is something that I have resisted and was like, no, I can't share this. No, I can't. No. How do I explain this? No. Anyway, I go to places slightly ahead of time, and I feel the energies ahead of time. And so now I'm in a space of, I cannot access my cash, my divine inheritance, our money, for 7 to 10 days. What's getting ready to happen in the collective? There's going to be some, they talk about the skies, the whole, everything going a blackout for 3 days. It was in a Cherokee prophecy. A blackout for 3 days. The time of the two suns. We've been getting these little hints that, if the electricity goes out, what the fuck you gonna do? You can't get gas, you can't access your money, you can't purchase anything, there's gonna be nothing for a little while. And I just heard a prophecy, was it last night or the night before? The Cherokee prophecy of the time of 3 days with no sun, 3 days of no light, and to get your people in a good space and keep your own flame going in your own little community, and keep your own light burning, and burning because, anyway, so look up the prophecy. Anyway, we've been hearing that, there's many different ways that the electricity could probably go out. And we have that right now. We humans live in such a denial. Excuse me. live in such a denial that you're like, oh, that hurricane ain't gonna be so bad. And then you see the people going, oh. Or you're in a wildfire. Well, if you're in a wildfire prone area, have your shit together. Be ready at any moment. They talk about preparedness. The animals, the non-human animals, they listen. 90% of them, some of them are volunteers, but they listen. And yet, as human animals, the Mother Earth gives us signs and signals, signs and signals, signs and signals, and yet we're just in this, nothing can ever happen here. Well, I have a lot of compassion and empathy, but sometimes it's like, really? Did you not see the signs? Did you not hear the rumbles? You know, we're always in this, well, maybe tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. My own judgment. However, there was a time where I was one of those. I'll admit it. We all have been. We all have been. It's just, however, when that first time that it happens to you, where you're like, if it happens a second time, okay, maybe the benefit of the doubt. Third time, well, good luck. Fourth time, you're done. You're done.
Power off.
So anyway, I'm sharing this because had I not pulled the cash out
Bluetooth mode
and listened, now who's turning my stuff back on? I'm not liking this. 1 second. So, I mean, I don't mind there being ears and eyes and knowing that cameras are on me all the time and feeling like, yeah, because we live in this vibrationary field. I shared with my share, I talked about that yesterday. However, when your Bluetooth speaker turns on by itself, I don't know, it's just a little creepy for me. Just a little bit of a creep mode. Anyway, had I not listened and pulled cash out and got this over-propel, like, I gotta get over there and get some cash out, I would be in 10 days of no water. I mean, I could drink the tap water, but it is super highly recommended that you don't. You can cook with it. You can shower in it. You can bathe in it. Just don't drink it. And basically, yeah. And like when you're taking a shower, try not to swallow any of it. I mean, it might not kill you, but well, maybe you could. I don't know. I saw the canals, and one canal was like, they have like these little stopper places, where they stop the sludge and muck and trash, and it's like a filter. Oh, and you pass by there sometimes, and it's like, oh, it's rough. Well, they let it loose the other day. And where does that go? Well, my little kayak friend said, they let out the canal. And I'm going, oh, that's the reason these past few days I have been very, very, like, you can put your feet in the water, but don't go swimming. And I haven't. let it fully clear out, you know. So what I'm sharing, at least for myself, is because this is my journal. It just feels nice to feel like I'm talking to somebody. I'm talking to my creator. And I'm just basically sharing. I am really, really grateful for listening. I'm really, really grateful for listening. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the guidance. And all those prayers that I've offered for naturally following my intuition, whether I really realize it or not, because sometimes as it is me and Roshini and the animals, I'm always so into praying for the animals and everything that those prayers reflecting back and really fully taking care of me and my family It's I have my hanky on. It's just there's a knowing, and you just keep moving with that knowing, and then when that knowing plays out, it really feels good to know deep in your bones, without a doubt, everything is being taken care of in a perfect and good way, naturally. Sometimes without you even realizing it. I mean, you know, stop to think about Noah and the ark, right? Building an ark, being laughed at and made fun of and bullied and all that kind of crazy stuff. And when the flood hit, they weren't laughing anymore. I guess I'm complete. I I want to hug everyone. So I'm gonna lay down and do some Reiki and or go into a meditation and send out a lot of hugs. I really feel like something's getting ready to happen. I pray I'm wrong, but it's coming.